Yo, what's up everybody? Today we will be seasoning some pork and steak. So if we come over here, you know what I'm saying? We got our seasonings right here. Got the steak right here. All on that side. You know? We got the pre-boiled pork. And let's get to work. Disclaimer, always clean your meat. If you don't, you will get sick. Remember that. Okay. And yes, I did clean the meat. Cool. Alright. So now we got to grab the raw meat and we'll go ahead and put it in the bowl. And if you're watching this and you're a vegetarian, oh well. Now we got all of that situated. Alright, so what I always recommend is a base before you start putting seasonings onto your meat and stuff like that. Be right back. We doing a little bit on the grill side, I decided to do Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. You know what I'm saying? Get a generous amount, not too much. You know what I'm saying? Just a nice generous amount. Nothing to overpower this. Okay, put that back. Now we got this right here, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing too crazy. We don't got too much base, I would say. Now I would recommend go ahead and mixing it in first so the seasons will stick. You know what I'm saying? So you won't have no issues about the issue of the seasonings falling off as you season your food or your meat before it's really cooked. You know what I'm saying? Now that you got the base all, you know what I'm saying, mixed in, now we're gonna come with the seasonings. Now, since we're doing, I don't recommend heavy seasoning if you're doing multiple different seasonings. I would recommend doing a little bit of each so you could not overpower the other seasonings. So I'm gonna bring y'all down here. There we go. How y'all doing? Now we got a few seasonings that I have picked out that we're going to use for the steak, and I might switch it up a little bit for the pork. Now I would always recommend a salt, but not use too much salt because you could overdo it in some cases for some people. But we are going to start off with a simple onion powder. Nothing too crazy. Then we're gonna come in with some paprika. Then we're gonna come in with some smoky brown sugar rub. Well, basically some dry rub. Mix it in a little bit, get some sweetness up in there. so all the flavors can come together as one. I would recommend using gloves because certain seasonings will stain your hand. The color that is the seasoned color. So I will always recommend wearing gloves. You know what I'm saying? Never want to not wear gloves in a seasoning predicament. So now, since up and kneaded it, this should it looks like, you know what I'm saying? Nice and colorful. And now we're going to package it up.
What is that noise?
We're going to package it up and send it to the refrigerator so it can marinate. Now, depending on how fast you want to cook the food, or how fast or how slow you want to cook it, if you want to get, I would recommend marinating your meat because it'll bring the flavors, it'll pop out the flavors more. And never have it sitting out. Always keep it in a cool area so it won't go bad during the marination process. So now we got the meat in the bag. You know what I'm saying? Do a nice secure. Need another bag. And double bags don't work. Sometimes you gotta go with a triple. Yep, this is a secure bag. So we can marinate good, and we can go sit it on to the refrigerator so it can marinate for a few hours. Alright, got the steak done, send it on to the refrigerator. I would recommend not putting the meat so close to certain items, certain food items. So I would, you know what I'm saying, move that out the way so it can have its own space. And we're gonna put the steak right there. You know what I'm saying? Close the fridge. Now we're gonna do the pork. Now the pork is pre-boiled. So if you are by yourself and you're trying to do this, I would recommend a parent around. If you're younger and have common sense, I would, like I said, I would recommend a parent around. So just in case you won't hurt yourself. Bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? Keep it, and since this is, like I said, pre-boiled, it is hot. So I would recommend cooling it down first with some nice cool water and put it in a strainer. If you don't want to have it in a bowl, put it in a strainer first before you put it in a bowl if you don't want to deal with the hot water. You will get burned. Disclaimer. But I have the pork running through some cool water so it can be safe to touch and safe to season up. You know what I'm saying? And now if your sink has a shower mode, I would recommend that. It'll get all the pork at once. If yours put it on the wrong side. Keep the setting low if you have a shower mode faucet. But if you do not have a shower mode faucet, just keep the strainer moving around so it won't just pull off one, but it'll pull off all the rest of the pork, whatever you're seasoning. So the pork is just about cool enough to the touch. Base, I'm thinking we should switch it up and probably go with a little bit of mustard base. Gotta shake out the mustard. There we go. Should be good. Sam, go ahead, put the mustard in there. Since it's pre-boiled, it is a little, stiff. So you are gonna have to do a lot of motion. I'm not even gonna say a little bit, a lot of motion. Then get the sauce, or the base in this instance, all over the pork. Like I said, we're gonna come in with the same seasoning before. We just switched up the base just a little bit. So right now in my hand, got some garlic powder, the brown sugar grill season rub, it sounds like I'm heavy-handed in it, but trust me, I'm not. And some paprika. Okay. And finally, some onion powder. Just to top it off. prefer hand mixing it because you get more of the seasoning on there. Yes, you can get it on your fingers, but I'm saying you can just massage them with the meat. All that stuff off my fingers. Right, and now what we're going to do is call me a minion head. My hand is yellow. Anyways, now what we're going to do, we're going to transfer the pork into a bag. Now, if you know your bags are good, you can single bag it, but it's always safe than sorry, and double bag it. If you have to, triple bag it. Right, so now that we got the pork in the bag, we're now going to bag it up and send it on to the refrigerator to marinate. And like I said, sometimes, as you can see right here, not always, the double bag method is not always safe to do. So like I said, safe than sorry, triple bag it. So we're gonna grab the pork, go ahead, smack that in here. Alright. Now, twist it on up. Like this. Push it through here and pull. Nice and secure. Ready to be put in the refrigerator. So like I said, always keep it in the refrigerator so you can marinate for, you know what I'm saying, just for a few hours, just so you can have it properly, get it tasting right, you know what I'm saying? So that's the end of this video.